Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahushai, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahushai, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Chakodash. The blessings to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone True Well. I want to say salutations to the hopefully elect out there, you Akim to Tzadakim, that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. I'm the priest Shimon. This week's topic is going to be entitled, you need a teacher. All right, you need somebody to teach you, you need a guide. No one figures this thing out on their own. All right. And preferably the younger you are, the more you should be doing a lot of listening. But it's always good to listen, even when you're very seasoned in the truth. It's always good to remain humble and be willing to hear and learn, because this knowledge is a game of everlasting learning. With that said, I'm going to read the book of Isaiah chapter 30 verse 20, and I pray I'm able to get through as much scriptures as I can. I got a couple loaded up. Isaiah 30 and 20 reads, "And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity," we went through them curses, we went through slavery, all right, forgetting who we are, we went through a lot, "and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore." So you're supposed to have teachers. The Most High Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, notice the word teachers, plural, right? Because this thing is not going to be revealed just to one person, you know. As it is written, you know, everybody's portion is divided by lines. But that's the thing, not one person got the entire portion. Some person might get more, some person might get less. Every role is vital into putting together the puzzle piece, all right? But again, it's teachers, okay? So, not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers, right? So you're going to see who's teaching you, all right? The apostles, the elders, guess what? They had apostles and elders. And another thing about seeing is, I got to say this too, brothers, it's not like bashing brothers or anything like that, but every now and again I would say, brothers, you got to show your faces. You know, there's a lot of channels out there and brothers don't show their face. It's just the screen record. Like, you could go just straight down. It's all screen recording. Now, the people are supposed to see who you are. Of course, when we go down the highways and byways, but also when we put these lessons together. I'm not saying every lesson should be like this, where it's like a, you know, in transit, but Scripture says your eyes shall see your teachers, man. So we know that a bulk of our audience is on this World Wide Web here. So you got to show your face. 21, it says, "And thine eyes shall, and thine ears shall hear a word behind thee saying, this is the way, walk ye in it." That started with Elijah, Abba Bivens in the reincarnation, if thou can receive it, and bringing us back to our nationality. But here's the thing though, as a larger portion as he had in terms of opening up this knowledge, all right, guess what? Everything wasn't given to him. There's certain things that High Priest that Abba Bivens, all right, there's certain things that he just didn't know, and certain things that we know, that was revealed through the Spirit, starting with our apostles and elders. So again, big portion, but not the entire thing. It says, and thine ears shall hear a word behind thee saying, this is the way, walk ye in it, when ye turn to the right hand and when ye turn to the left. So now we have teachers. We are your teachers. And with that said, please don't come on the comment boards try to teach us, because you have people that's going to come on the comment boards, tell us how to teach this thing, tell us where we're going off. You click their video, or their channel rather, I'm sorry, and there's no video. So when you go to school, you go to learn. You know, I mean, you could question your professors. Hey, I have a question. All right, but don't tell us what to and who to and how to teach and all that, because that's not your role. This is the classroom. Sit down and listen, okay? If you have a sincere question, we'll answer it through the Spirit. Acts 26, Acts 8 and 26. "And the angel of the Lord spake unto Philip, saying, Arise and go towards the south unto the way that goeth down from Jerusalem unto Gaza, which is desert. And he arose and went, and behold, a man of Ethiopia, a eunuch. So this Ethiopian man is what we call the unnatural Gentile. Okay, meaning he was an Israelite in Ethiopia. Wouldn't be surprised if he had Ethiopian garments and Ethiopian language, probably. And a eunuch. Why was he a eunuch? Of great authority under Candace, queen of Ethiopians. Well, there you go. Okay, so that's a possibility. We you know, scriptures don't say he was a eunuch within like his flesh, his rod being chopped off, but he could be one that wasn't able to deal with women, all right, because that wasn't permitted for him to do. Okay, or maybe he just took that particular choice. Who had the charge of her treasure and had come to Jerusalem for to worship. So why was this Ethiopian eunuch come to worship? You know, we have 3 high holy days when we're supposed to go up to Israel. That could be one, possible. Or he could have just been up there to worship. Was returning and sitting in his chariot, read Isaiah's the prophet. So he was reading the book of Isaiah. All right. And back then, the Bible wasn't codified. So he wasn't like, go to Isaiah 10 and this and that. You just have to read the whole scrolls, man. That's how come they just say, as it is written. You know, they can't say, you know, in the book of this and that. They just say, as it is written, because it wasn't codified at the time. Then the Spirit said unto Philip, go near and join thyself to this chariot. Right, so the Spirit, because one thing you realize is you can't just go up to everybody and start teaching them. You know? Guys, you can see a guy with a Bible, you're like, I don't know. But the Spirit was telling him, like, yo, no, you know, inquire. See what I'm saying? So the Spirit really got to say, let me inquire and not. Let me see what he about. Then the Spirit said unto Philip, go near and join thyself to this chariot. And Philip ran thither to him and heard him read the prophet Isaiah and said, understandest thou what thou readest? And that's kind of, I'm just picturing it like, you know how certain Jakes read the scriptures out loud. You know, just a thought. And he said, so he's like, yo, you understand what you're reading? Proverbs 4 and 7, you gotta get understand. You understand what you're reading? You understand the breakdowns of what you're reading? That's what Philip asked him. Now this is what this brother said. And he said, how can I, except some man should guide me? Wait a minute, why did he say some man? Why didn't he say a person or somebody? He said some man should guide him. Okay, so that right there lets you women know this Bible here for teaching is with the men. Most High dwelleth with men. They understood it back then and nothing has changed. Except some man should guide me. And he desired Philip that he would come up and sit with him. And then, you know, Philip goes on to then teach him. But that's the point. The scriptures in the book of Sirach chapter 3 verse 24 tells us that many are deceived for their own vain opinions. In the book of Sirach, the 31st chapter and the 8th verse, I believe it speaks about do nothing without counsel or do anything without advice. Okay? So when you go into these breakdowns, all right, at some point you do grow in the truth and you start to say, I wonder if this means this. But you know what you do? You go counsel about it. You get counsel about it, man. I remember I was reading the scripture and no one told me. And I was doing a video with one of the brothers. It was Kodar Shapat. We were doing a video together many years ago. We were going through the scriptures. We were just reading the scriptures, doing the lesson. And the Spirit said, we went through a particular scriptures talking about the servant, and we said, wait a minute. Well, I said it, but I didn't say it in the lesson. I said, Jacob is King David. You know? That was my thought. That I had the scriptures that made me think that, but do nothing without counsel. So I inquired, and guess what? That was the truth. Nobody told me that. You know? But that was the Spirit. So eventually the Spirit is going to have certain things come to you as you read. Well, then you seek out counsel and see if that is so. Because guess what? Sometimes it could not be so. You know? Let's see what else I got. I know I got a couple. I'm not going to get... Oh, here we go. Amos 3:7. Surely the Lord will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. So the secrets and the mysteries of the scriptures. You're going to have prophets, plural, all right? Have the understanding on them. And teach. And prophesy. And give you the understanding. So the Most High is going to always have a mediator, all right? To break these scriptures down. He let loose the seals ever since Yahushua, Revelations the 5th chapter, let loose the seals, the understandings. All right? And guess what? He came and taught. He taught men. Okay? Now this is the book of 1 Peter 2 verse 1. Wherefore, laying aside all malice and all guile and hypocrisies and envies and all evil speakings, as newborn babes desire the sincere milk. The sincere milk is the basics, okay? It's the basics, okay? So, with that being said, all right, you're going to be getting the basics when you first come in, okay? You can't be jumping to advanced things, all right? That's why the Spirit got on the apostles, and I've been following suit to just do basic lessons, because it's the milk, you know. I did the last video on St. John's 3 and 16, breaking that down. And a brother put in a comment, yo, the water, man, I was always looking for that breakdown. So, you know, what might be something simple to you or a simple breakdown to you, guess what? There's still people out there that need to learn it. All right? And it might not be simple for so you have to have a teacher, again, willing to have you get these basic breakdowns. Just like how a baby can't feed itself. All right? The baby needs assistance in getting its food. Okay? The baby needs assistance in getting its food. So it's the same thing too. When you come in this truth and you get a knowledge, guess what? You're going to need assistance. All right? You're not going to try to feed yourself. Definitely not going to try to feed yourself complex things that you can't digest as a child. You'll kill yourself. Okay? What certain men have done spiritually. Chewing off more than they can handle very quickly in a very short time being in the truth. Don't want to do that route. This is the book of Acts chapter 9 verse 3. It says, and as he journeyed, this he being the apostle Paul, which was at the time called Saul, he came near Damascus, and suddenly there shined round about him a light from heaven. And he fell to the earth and heard a voice saying, now this person saying unto him, this person here is Yahushua, it's in red, Saul, Saul, why persecutest thou me? Why? Because the apostle Paul was going around slaying brothers, but he was sincere. He didn't know. He thought he was doing the right thing. And he said, who art thou, Lord? And the Lord said, I am Yahushua, whom thou persecutest. It is hard for thee to kick against the pricks. When they talk about kicking against the pricks, it's talking about the ox goad. You know, that's where the term stiff neck come from, because sometimes you prick the ox in the leg to try to steer them on the right path, and it was so stubborn, and sometimes you have to prick them in the neck. But guess what? The scripture says the words of the wise are as goads. So it's trying to prick you in the right direction, but the Lord told Paul, you kicking against the goad. You know, you're only going to keep pricking yourself because you're going against the truth. Now, eventually, why I brought this scripture out was as much deep revelations that the apostle Paul got. Guess what? Yahushua himself taught him. All right? Okay? Gave him breakdowns, gave him understandings. So you could say, man, that brother was deep. That brother, like, no, wait a minute. He had a teacher. Everybody has a teacher, man. All right? So don't try to come on this thing and then just trying to think you're going to be some you're different. Oh, it's different this time with me. I'm going to figure everything out. Never works that way, man. That's not how the scriptures are set up. Okay? So with that, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashim Rachak Kodash. That belongs to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone True Well. Salutations to the hopefully elect out there, you Akim to Sadakim, that do this thing in the most truth and sincerity. Shalom.